Alright, so we're doing a little casting for the Reddit League today. These guys set this up, got this thing rolling out. We have Improv versus the Resistance. As you see, Captain's on top. We got Virage and this is Tally from the Film Boy. Alright, so first band's going to the Radiant. Let's see which way they're going to go with it. Haven't really seen these guys before, so I'm kind of curious of which way the banding's going to go. Looks like we got some good ideas pumping out here, but it's really based on... Oh, they started out banning the Lycan TA. Okay, well, I mean, Lycan's a pain in the butt. No one likes those wolves at all times in the map being able to just be free wards, especially late game. Faceless Void getting banned out. No big surprise there. Pretty good hard hitter. Combos well with a lot of people. Chronosphere has just become so well used lately. TA, on the other hand, she can get nasty. She can take a lot of beating. Refraction does wonders. Doom, I can understand that one more. The absolute best ultimate in the game sometimes, it seems like. Doom just walks in and says, "Oh, everybody shut up! Get out of here! I got this!" So we got Death Prophet picked up over here by improving, and I've seen a lot of interesting games with Death Prophet. One in particular that I remember where she got a refresher orb
10 seconds
and double tapped it as she took out the Ancient by herself.
5 seconds. Hurry!
She took out both towers and the Ancient. It was just insane. We're talking mega late game, of course, but she can get nasty if they let her.
Dire team are now picking.
Shadow Shaman, definite tower killer. You can always push with him. He's a good counter push to Death Prophet, but also makes sure that they don't get that double tower choice. So, not bad. Good choice. He's got a lot of utility. Shackles are great. Chicken, or actually, if he's got the goat stick, he can goat him.
10 seconds.
And you also have the wards, which every time they're off cooldown, take a tower. Pretty much how that goes. Ooh, Skywrath has been picked up.
Radiance ban.
I don't know if I like the Razor choice here. He's useful, don't get me wrong. It's Skywrath. Seems like they picked up both supports on the Resistance while improving kind of with more of their core there. I mean, I don't see a support Razor. Sorry. But, on the good side, now they know that the Resistance still has to pick up its core. So they're going to start banning out the heavy hitters, getting rid of the Brewmaster, getting rid of the Mirana. Sand King gets pulled out of the Resistance side, though, banning him out, making sure there's not a good support that can move into the core role later.
Only 10 seconds.
I mean, he just does so good at doing jungle. It's like,
5 seconds. Hurry!
I need to catch up. I'll just go to the jungle for about 5 minutes. Get a couple of stack camps and I'll be right back out. Come back with a blink dagger. Alright, so the real funny of all this is the Skywrath Mage. He's very nasty. The seal is so good at just shutting down any major spellcasters. But you don't have a lot of combo spellcasters here. So I'm kind of curious how well it's going to work out. Now, the Resistance bans out Almighty Wraith King there. They don't want to deal with that, get them all close, and they can't get away fight. So, I like him. He's being used more as a bait than anything else right now. That ult, oh my god, that ult is so beautiful nowadays. Take him down and you just laugh as everyone dies around you while you're resurrecting. It's just great. And then if you get the Aegis, it's just even better. But you just don't get the slow with it. That's the only sad part.
Reserve time.
Just means you can dive harder. Alright, so looking at the third pick here. Oh, it's Tinker Game. It's a Tinker Game. All over the map, see the machines. Lasers, missiles, everywhere. Alright, so I just read this nice thing the other day on Tinker. Best time to shut him down is while he's saving up to get those boots. You can shut him down. I think it starts right around 3
10
minutes
seconds.
and goes until, depending upon how well he's farming, and as long as he doesn't have any
5 seconds
secondary
remaining.
stacks. He's dire side, so he's not going to be able to farm the Ancients with March.
Reserve time.
So, yeah, you can probably shut him down if you're very aggressive in that mid lane. Unfortunately, hopefully Razor doesn't go mid against him. He can, mind you, but Tinker does pretty good. A lot of intelligence heroes over there on the resistance side, though. Kind of curious where this is going to go out. And Proving's got to make their third pick here. I'd like to see a support dropping down. Death Prophet, Razor, both of them can go mid. Both of them can go lane. So they have a little bit of flexibility in their overall build right now. And I can see it really moving in their favor. So if they can keep that versatility in their lineup as they finish their picking here, if they need to rotate lanes, they'll have it. Problem is they got to play Chase the Tinker. Oh, that's a nice one, actually.
Picking.
Oh, Tinker, you blinked in, Glimpse. No, but Disruptor has a lot of uses. The Glimpse has been a real highlight lately for people. But I feel the Storm is just great for doing that damage as they're trying to escape. Shuts down Blink Daggers very well. And pretty much keeps them out of the way. Static Field's good for zoning out. And a lot of people don't use
10
it.
seconds to pick.
For zoning out, they use it more for capture. But it's a really good way of keeping people
5
from
seconds.
playing around in the Roche Pit.
Hurry.
So, kind of curious which way they're going to go with it.
Reserve time.
Resistance moving on to their number 4. Let's see, we've got a lot of squishy right now. I'd like to see something that could take some hits. Or they need something to deal with the Razor. Looking at the lineup, maybe a Phantom Assassin. Brewmaster's already out the mix, so he won't be able to work with it. Trying to think who's left on the chopping block here that'd be a good person to fight with Razor. I could absolutely see the Dire going with a Bounty Hunter. Not quite sure if that would work out in the long game for them, but they've got enough. Oh, Clockwork, good choice.
Radiant team pick.
Not mega tanky, but very good at pickoffs. I think the Dire's got a pickoff team. They are planning seriously on just poke, kill. Oh, I just thought of a great finishing for the Resistance if they could do it. A chin. Oh, a chin would be nasty with this. Just saying.
Only 10 seconds.
Alright, but improving on the other hand,
5 seconds.
they've got a
Hurry.
lot of interesting force going on here. Disruptor, absolutely a support. Storm Spirit.
Dire's
Wow. No running from him. I've seen a lot of great Storm Spirits picked up and played, and I could absolutely see him used well here. One thing the Resistance needs to worry about right now
10
is
seconds to pick.
possibly a Nyx Assassin.
5 seconds remain.
They're shutting down the
Radiance ban.
Earthshaker. Well, I mean, Earthshaker is always a good hero. You can never hurts to ban him out. Know that the last one getting picked up by improving is most likely going to be a support, so not a bad choice there. But the last
Only
pick for the
10
Resistance. See, you've got an off-lane Clockwork.
5 seconds
Gyrath Shadow Shaman's going to be supporting something. Curious what they're going to be supporting.
Reserve time.
Options are getting a little low there. I think of what they would ban out here. Let's see. Gyrocopter is about the only thing. Just screams at, hey, I need to be baby. Oh, or Luna. We see a Luna be picked up. So they're both kind of, I must farm. Naga's possible. I see an absolute farm hero here.
Dire team are now picking.
I just don't see anything around it. Looks like they're set up and screaming for a farm hero with gank capability. Maybe an anti-mage right now? Anti-mage can be very nasty in this lineup. Especially with Disruptor and them having, especially early game, you know, between that level 6 to level 12 area where you just, like, you have all these great spells, but you just don't have enough mana to do your combos right sometimes.
Reserve time only.
And if you get a nice blink in ult, just wreck them so much.
Hurry, hurry.
Of course, that is kind of aiming. Yup, there's the gyro. Farm, 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 farm. And that homing missile is great for helping with the gank in early game. So, tri-lane for the Dire is going to be very nasty. Drop the homing missile, run over, gang bang them, blast them down with a rocket barrage. Skywrath helping with the slow concussive shots. And Shadow Shaman, Chicken, and Shackles. No escape. So they have to be very careful with who they're going to put in that tri-lane. I could see
5 seconds remaining.
it almost looks like Improving is looking at a dual lane setup. They could go tri-lane.
Reserve time.
Pick up Storm Spirit in the mid. Put Razor. Oh, a Baden in the off lane with Ray. No, it's got to be dual lanes. It's just got to be. I don't see any other. We'll see. So many options. We'll see how this works out. The Improving is the one that's really got me kind of curious of how they're going to lane this out. Resistance looks fairly cut and dry. This is what we're going to do. They're going to have a lot of surprise pop-in, kill people. I think once level 6 is hit on the Resistance, we're going to see things like the Thunderdome going on. Hawkworth's going to pop in, throw the cogs. Skywrath's going to drop this ult right on top of that. Not going to let him escape. Waterboarding. Nice. Great names, guys. Alright, so let's do this right. We're going to go ahead and pop over here for introductions. On the Dire side, V-Bunny is on the Gyrocopter.
You have about
Dowley is on the Tinker.
Dying. Savor it.
TR Detlef. Detlef is on... trying to think what his name is. Bear with me. Shadow Shaman. And Lights is on the Skywrath Mage. I am wide awake today. Don't worry, guys. Alright, Wristwatch is on the Disruptor. We have Tief Blau on the Reza. Bricks has got Disruptor. Mizu hanging out on a Baden. And where are you? There we go. Virage is on... ooh, she's... Death Prophet. Alright, so getting back in the swing of this.
30 seconds.
Playing around with it.
Digital sports.
Alright, so. Uh-oh, we have a smoke behind the tier 1 on the Dire. They're gonna go hunting. They're not gonna find anything. They're going hunting. They're looking for Disruptor here. I think he's safe enough away, they're not going to find him. Ward's not going to give him up, and if he proceeds down the lane now, it'll be bad for him. They are hunting the woods for him. Oh, put a ward up front. Disruptor. They spotted him, but too late. Smoke wore off. They got spotted out. And now they're going to go ahead and go safe. Alright, so we got Disruptor hanging out with the Death Prophet on the bottom lane. Gonna be lined up against that evil tri-lane there. Tinker hanging out up against Storm. Abaddon just looking for somebody to cause trouble with. He's got the haste. He wants to put it to use. Uh-oh. We have a disconnect. Clockwork going on the solo lane. Well, yeah, solo. He's going to be going up against the Razor. Most likely with Abaddon back up there. I expect the Abaddon having to do a rotation here. Nothing against the guy, I just expect it. So, as he looks into this fight, you've got... Why is it fighting me? Alright, so nothing skilled. Got the shackles ready. Nothing skilled. I expect to see a concussive shot, shackles, homing missile, unless nobody pushes too far out.
Once again,
Yay.
digital sports.
Alright. We've got a little bit of back and forth touch and goes here. Storm should be able to do fairly well against this Tinker in lane. Oh, the magic book. Should be able to see it. Here we go. But they've got a good lineup here. They're going to make sure that... Oh, you better run. Run, Disruptor. He's going to bust your head. Death Prophet not too worried about doing this lane. She can just farm it from a safe distance. Going to cost her a little bit in mana, but that's free technically. We got a rotation coming out of the supports as they're moving around. They have been spotted out though. No surprises coming for them. Mid lane sitting back, trying to move back to his tower. Actually going to hide in the bushes. Prepared and ready for this. I don't see that concussive shot. So anyway, the longer they stay out of lane, the more trouble they're going to have. Uh-oh. Oh, Disruptor's in a bad spot. May not survive this. Nope. Concussive shot. There it goes. Put down the glimpse and still couldn't save himself. Uh-oh. And they have to be careful. Looks like they're going to lose Death Prophet also.
Double sling.
So, it's one of those poor situations where you get caught by the trees and you didn't have a TP. Nowhere to hide, nowhere. Bad non-rotation in the mid, just trying to help out. But Tinker's going to go ahead and take the hike. Pick himself up a nice invis. Likes invis. Just going to use it to go back in the lane. No real surprises there. This is just going to get them a little bit of time. Uh-oh, we have a rotation. And they may catch the Abaddon. Nope, Abaddon's going to take the low road. Get away fairly safe. They know they're there. They see the rotation coming again. They want to get this Storm. Storm is being constantly barraged here by Rocket Barrage. Or not the Rocket Barrage, but the flares coming out of Clockwork, keeping the pressure on him. Storm's not careful. There it is. Concussive shots on him. Gets picked off very nicely. No escape for him. And good thing here. Good thinking on the Shadow Shaman to draw the aggro from the tower to help keep him alive. They're going to use this bit of time to try to jump in and take out the Gyrocopter. Not really sure if they're in a good position. Got Glimpse. Glimpse is in back into the middle of the lane. No one's really in position to get to him though. They want to poke at him, but unfortunately they pulled the lane behind him. He's going to walk away fairly safe. Meanwhile, Shadow Shaman's back on rotation, coming back to the bottom to help keep support going on in that. Tinker putting the pressure in on the mid, going to make sure he got exactly the way he wants. Rotate. There we go. Alright, so Storm's doing a very good job keeping Tinker behind in the last hit, so definitely trying to keep his items coming and try to get up there and put the pressure on as fast as he can. Razor doing what he can to get his farm going. Not doing the greatest, but not doing the worst either. He is beating out the Clockwork. Unfortunately, Death Prophet is failing miserably behind that Gyrocopter, and it's going to allow him to kind of spiral pretty nastily, especially since he already has the first blood to go with it. So she needs to get in here and really start getting these last hits. She has been have to safe farm as much as she can, so really can't blame her too much, but she does need to get what she can. And of course, exactly how it is. Every time you have a mana pot rolling, you get nailed. Just by one range creep just to cancel it. Rest of your mana. That's life. So, Razor's going to go over here and put some pressure on here. Looks like they're rotating back into the mid. They've got the smoke up. They're rolling in. Storm's just rotating back with the lane. Trying to be safe with it. March going off. Gonna chase him back. Not sure if they were planning on trying to catch him as he went behind it, or just trying to bait him out. He's got his bottle, so he's playing it fairly safe. No real loss to him here. And as smoke starts to wear off, they're going to go ahead and rotate back in the lane. Right in time to be spotted by a Baden, mostly. He's trying to stack the camps, or just pull the lane. He wants to get this lane back in the position. Gets what he needs to. Tries to get back out before they can get into pressure put on him. There goes that flare again, though, keeping the pressure on the lane, not allowing them to get where they need to. Now, looking at the item progression here, we see that Razor's working on the mech, and that's going to help him out a lot, especially in lane against Clockwork. So if he can keep that pressure up, that should work out for him. Difference in the net worth, definitely moving in the dire side. Those first bloods and those kills have really helped him kind of take the lead in that. No hiding for the Death Prophet. She has to come out and play. But she's doing a good job of just kind of staying back and keeping the pressure on without getting ganked as much as she can. Considering this lineup, it is absolutely very hard to get in here. You see, she gets picked off very cleanly. Trying to pick this fight. Can't do much against. There goes Brian to kill that Abaddon. Gets him cleaned off too. But they do get at least the Skywrath. Disruptor gets in position. Gets his Thundershock off. But just very hard tri-lane to go up against here, guys. So they're trying to do what they can, but so nastily hard.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Abaddon doing some awesome support work here.
Structures are fortified.
Getting what he needs to the carry as fast as he can. Giving up town portals just so she can fly over. Just doing everything he needs to do as a support. Alright, they take out the tower and they're going to go ahead and make the retreat. Oh, run! Run, don't pick that fight. They want to play. Baden's in position though. Pops the shield on. Knows that if he wants to, he can pick this fight. Gonna try to keep him back though. The shocks and all coming out of this. Just too much damage coming out. They don't know what they want to do about it. Meanwhile, does he have them? Where are you, Tinker? Tinker. Tinker does not. I keep waiting for it. I really do. I hear it firing up. Got a rotation back to mid on the supports. They are in position hunting, but Storm's not there. He's over here playing tag. Doing the rotation. See the Tinker as he zips through. Nice spot. Goes right in. Trying to take out that Tinker as best he can. Gets him. Cleans him out very nicely. Starts working on the Gyrocopter. Great cleanup there by that Storm. As he now TPs out to safety. Razor on the same mindset. Getting out of there. Wards gave up position of those two supports making rotation. Good rotation coming out of that Storm to get in there and clean out that nice fight for them. Actually gave them that turnaround they needed. Let's look at the graphs to prove it, right? So now's their time for Death Prophet to come in here and farm hard. She's got all the lane to herself. Nothing really to slow her down. She can come in here, just keep working on it while everybody else is trying to rotate to other lanes and do their damage. Clockwork, already level 6, has his hook shot. So he's ready to pick his fight. Tinker, on the other hand, still saving up for those boots. Good pickoff, like I said earlier. Oh! Picks off that Shadow Shaman. They did not have enough damage to take on that Storm. Is not what they wanted. Clockwork on the rotation back top, though. Storm knows he's coming. Abaddon's already warned him out. Done a great job of warding this all up. really important thing here is this Abaddon is really helping them stay aware of the movements. Storm has to be careful here, though. They know he's there, but he feels like he knows what he's doing too. Wants to pick this fight. Not going to take it. Steps back safely. Rotates back into lane. We've got 4 from the Radiant playing around in the mid. They want to find someone to play with. They are in position. They're ready to take this tower. Not sure if they're going to have enough to actually take it this run, because you do have Shadow Shaman moving in with the Aethershock, and you've got Skywrath. But they're not really leveled out yet. They're really kind of sucking it up. Levels, they've got 2 under level 6. And the 2 under level 6 on the Radiant side are not as important as 2 under level 6 on the Dire. So, very good position here to pick this fight. Radiant's got where they want. They just got to be able to make it happen. Brick seems to be doing some great playmaking here, making that space in both the off lane and the mid. Bouncing around, keeping them afraid of Storm, which is always a big key anytime you do that fight. Razor moves back top. Going to go ahead and have him some nice farm. Might as well take it while it's there, right? But during this, because they saw it happen, Dire's going to move in on the tower. Shadow Shaman is still not level 6, so he cannot push his tower as hard as he wants. But with all the damage they're getting done to it, they are not going to be able to stop it once he hits level 6. He's going to take that tower quickly. Storm gets caught. Not able to escape. They do everything they can to shut him down. And they're trying to work on them. Oh, not enough damage to take him out. Razor does have to pop the mech just to survive. Has his ult going. Lets us run away. The wards did go down and take the tower. Oh, well, Gyrocopter got the tower, but the wards went down and did exactly what they're supposed to do. Help take towers. And now they're on rotation down to the bottom lane, looking for that Abaddon, looking for that Death Prophet. Death Prophet's kind of slipped off into the trees, not sure if she wants to stay there or not. Kind of hoping they'll walk into vision. You know how that one goes, like, oh, should I still farm here? Should I move away? Need to farm. There she sees that the Skywrath Mage is in lane. Not really sure if she's going to try to get out of there or not. Got the TP if needed. Oh, Tinker's got his boots of travels though. We're about to see Tinker just the way he normally plays. Storm, on the other hand, doing everything he can to keep his farm up. He's doing a good job of keeping a level lead here too. So this is going to help him really kick the damage out as needed. Razor wants to play, but Marching Machines has already gone off, and Razor does not want to stand in that. Storm coming in, wants to pick the fight, not in position to do it. Those missiles do so much damage. That goes off, gets the Storm back into fighting shape, and time for him to start taking the tower. Exorcism goes off, and so does... Oh, come on, Glyph! You know you want to.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked. Dire's
tower for tower. Gyrocopter's gotten both towers though. Done a good job of keeping that coming in his way with the farm. Razor's still got 12 seconds on that mech. Not going to be able to get that off. So they're going to have to step back and play it safe for a little bit. Storm finding farm everywhere he turns around, getting in there, picking off what he can, running away. But wow, look at that Gyrocopter staying right on his tail, getting those towers to help keep his net worth going every time he turns around. Disruptor using this time to start working on camps. He's got to start getting his farm, needs to get all his levels in as quick as possible. They know there's a chance they can get jumped right here. They don't have the greatest vision. They know there's probabilities. Uh-oh. Clockwork. Got the hook shot ready. Pops the flare off to kind of see what's going on. Sees the Storm wandering around back there. Know that they have a full run walking in on this lane. Nothing really to slow them down either. Death Prophet working on that farm. She has been trying so hard to keep that farm coming in. and finding it. Problem is, now that Tinker has... Oh, and that stack. Oh, that stack. Pops in, recharge, do the walk again, get you another stack. This is where he goes straight into that Dagon. And we're going to have a really nasty Tinker here in just a second. And TP's away. Boop.
Dire's middle tower is being attacked.
Now, here they come on the bottom lane. Plenty of time to put pressure on. Shadow Shaman's wards are up. And there they go. They are down. They are firing. Radiant can do very little about this. They want to pick this fight. They just don't have all their heavy hitters in position. Storm in position. All nice and invised. Wants to play tag with them. Gonna have to play a little bit of nice games with those wards, though. Doesn't want to let them get caught. And there he goes. He's picking them off. 1, 2. Start working on the rest of them. Clockwork goes down. And now it's Gyrocopter versus Storm. And Gyrocopter barely squeaks that one out. Good job there. Good job of popping around. Gotta avoid those wards, though. They still lost the tower. Tinker barely survives. He's up here playing on top. Wasn't enjoying his game with the Death Prophet. But, you know, hey. Would have been a nice turnaround. Gotta get a pick off for a pick off, right? So, that works out very well in the Radiant's favor. They're doing what they can to try to take control of this. Very well placed Storm Invis there. Got in position. Took out both supports back to back. And then went straight in after a carry. While everybody else focused the core and the carry. So it allowed them to pretty much turn it from a 4-on-4 to a 2-on-4. Which allowed them to clean it out very well.
Haste.
But with the Gyrocopter being so well farmed, he had no problem clearing out the supports. But you'll see how it goes out. Watching the level progression here, we finally have a level 6 Abaddon, so he can now survive those team fights a little bit better. Not a huge amount, but a little bit, nonetheless. Alright, they know it's coming. They see the wards. They're trying to think if they want to pick that fight. Definitely not going to try to fight it. There's too many of them there. They come in, they clean out the wards, and the supports just have to fall back. They can't do that. Now there's all 5 of them. Well, they can always get the 5th one there. So it's really one of those, they got to be safe about this. Don't want to be too aggressive.
Dire's top tower is being attacked.
Martial Machines is going off. Going to stop her from counter. And Shadow Shaman even comes in to stop that push. But Storm's in position. Wants to pick a fight. Knows he can. And now with no Tinker in position, this Storm's going to be able to clean up this entire wave and take the fight. Shadow Shaman, on the other hand, having to hide it out. Got 30-something seconds left on that TP, so he's not escaping this fight. But he's thinking about coming back out to pick the fight. Drops the wards to try to save it. There they go. They clean him out. And now everything's going down. We've got all the ults. Tinker's getting picked on. They want to take a piece of him. Razor wants him. Gets the cleanup. They still haven't taken the tower yet. Gyrocopter looking for who he wants to fight. Here comes Storm zipping in. Gonna take him out. And the static link going off to shut down any fight they had. They are looking to still take more. They are not done. They want that Clockwork. Clockwork, on the other hand, trying his hardest to pick them off, even with a flare. They need to back up. They've gotten very low. Storm's TPing out. Razor's TPing out. They did their job and protected that tower. Player en route, tries to catch somebody walking back to the tower. Luckily, most of them figured out to go different routes. We've all had that awesome one where we took out that entire group. Death Prophet going, oh, I'll just walk over here. Oh, nope. No, I won't. Death Prophet won't take out a Tinker. But Tinker just pops in, does his damage, pops back out. Constantly back and forth. Correct Tinker methodology. In position, looking for more to do. Can't find any jungle camps to farm though. Something about they're all taken. They see an Invis rune, Storm coming in, picking that fight, sees them there, says, "Oh look, I'll take you out, not a problem." Wanted the courier too. He would have taken that courier. Oh, it didn't get his shot off on it. Wanted it though, really did. Storm moving back towards the mid lane, and at this point, Shadow Shaman's going to back off. Wards are up though, so next tower they run across and they get that lane pushed out too, I expect them to push hard on it. Tinker's doing his job, farming those ancients. He's just slowly moving around. Farm, farm, move. Farm, farm, move. Typical Tinker. Storm, on the other hand, doing what he can. Looking at the item progressions here, we already have the Orchid up on the Storm. And, ooh, looks like he's already got his Black King bar done and ready to go. So, expect some movements there. We have Bloodstone in the works here for... Ooh. Yeah. She still doesn't have it. She's working on it. But, oh, Razor versus Clockwork. And Razor does not seem to be winning this fight. But, ult does wonders. Stands there, takes the fight, lets the ult do this job. And now he's making a run for it before they can get in there. Expected the Tinker, most likely. Ward is in position. Will spot him on the walk back. But, no Clockwork in position, so Clockwork can't even fire the flare to help put pressure on. And Razor, not wanting to waste that good ult. Go ahead and use it on the creep. Still in position for that Ward, though. Ward knows he's there. If he's not careful, he will get picked out. Uh-oh. Death Prophet getting picked out. Cleaned out very nicely. Disruptor coming in, doing what he can to shut them down. Goes after the Tinker. Is not one to shut down, but Gyrocopter's in position. Comes in there, does what he has to. And... uh-oh. Storm in trouble. Gotta pick the fight where he can. Abaddon coming in, trying to play safety game. Getting in there. Storm gets picked off. And Abaddon goes down right behind it. That Clockwork just sitting there enjoying his free farm. Couldn't get out, but he was going to enjoy it. Alright, now they're stuck with the Razors playing defend. So, not a very good team fight. Did not work out very well at all for the Radiant. Net worth still kind of moving in the direction of the Dire slowly but surely. But Razor holds his own fairly well. Has done a good job farming it up. Got his mech. Got his Ags. He's ready to start pushing also. And that's really going to help him as he moves forward. This Death Prophet, though, she is starving for that Bloodstone. Really needs to get in there and get those items so she can start getting the regen and start popping these things out left and right. Abaddon, looks like he's working on the pipe. Got a little bit of work on that one to go. And Disruptor, how you doing with a Force Staff? Meanwhile, if you flip over here on the other side, you've got the Ags already up on the Shadow Shaman. Got the Black King bar, Helm Dominator, and looks like he's saving up fairly well. I'm not sure which direction he's going to go with it. Can go a lot of options on that, but most likely saving up to start moving towards the Satanic or another item on the cheaper side. Once you have your Black King bar, it's okay, which fight do I want? Tinker, on the other hand, loves stocking up his bottle, picks up a DD, rotates out, and is looking for the next place to go visit.
Looking for me?
Storm just kind of cleaning up, working on his farm, making sure no matter what, he's always got farm coming in. He's got to stay up on the farm of the Tinker. He's not going to let them get away with it. Tinker going to go ahead and TP in on the backside. Knows they're going to try to push this tower. Sees them all there. Here he comes popping in. Drops that march. I'm going to keep the pressure on him. Just trying to keep everybody from getting in position. But ult is going off by the Razor. Pops the mechanism, protecting everybody he can. But here they go. Oh! Storm wants to play tag. Going for a 2-pick. Gets 2. Zips in, zips out. May not survive. Oh, barely walks out. Dagon goes off. Clockwork's in. Gonna catch the Razor. Razor's doing everything he can to try to pick out of that fight, but not gonna make it. And now they are on the retreat. Good fight all the way around. Just did not work out as well as they wanted. They lost 2 cores versus 2 supports. And not gonna work for them. That clock still trying to catch people with that flare on the way home.
Radiant's middle tower is
Tinker's doing what he can to keep his farm going. Storm's doing a good job of staying ahead here. But he's got to be careful. He's pretty much dealing with double farmers here. Between the flare and the marching machines, he's having a hard time keeping these lanes from getting too pushed. So, just kind of one of those things. And let's see here. I want to catch Skywrath. Where are you, Skywrath? I know you're here.
Radiant's
There we go,
middle tower
Skywrath.
attacked.
Okay, Skywrath is not getting ridiculously farmed yet. He's getting there. Not ridiculous yet. So they're doing a good job of keeping that farm coming all the way around. Abaddon literally spending almost every dime he has on wards and the awesome life of support. Trying to get in positions, putting the wards down. Uh-oh. Sentry in position is going to spot out that ward. Hate that wasted stuff there, guys. Trying to farm for it. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Sorry, as someone who's played support, I understand the pain. Alright, so they've rotated over here, and the Radiant know it. They have a ward in position. Storm looking for places to clean up. Gonna go ahead and keep these lanes from getting extremely pushed here. Thinking about rotating into the mid lane. Shadow Shaman, wards are up. Has the Scepter, has no problem using it. Still farming these Ancients with the March, so he's going to keep doing it and walking away. Storm over here, trying to get every bit of farm he can out of it. Oh!
Quite a spree.
Storm Spirit said, "Ooh, look, I found something." And even uses the regen to get in there and heal up. Even uses it to zip away while the regen. Oh, that's so... Nice job, though. Nice job. That regen room. So OP. Oh, he's going in. He wants to play with that Tinker. He's not going to let him get away. Going to zap in. Zip. Dagon goes off, though. Chases him away safely. And, oh, wait. Tinker wants to come back in. He ain't done. Pops out the missiles. Trying to take out that Storm. Not going to get him, though. Storm's got that Mystic Staff. Looks like he's working on a possible Shivas here. Running low on that mana, though. Oh, do I have enough? Do I have enough? Watching for that flare.
Have fortified their towers.
Is that a misclick?
Rock it on.
Gotta be. There's nothing. Hit. Did I miss something? Oh crap! I hate it when that happens. Like, oh man. All right, let's take this thing out because they are getting way too spread out. These long-range shots are driving me nuts. I know what's going on, but damn it. Uh-oh. They are rotating into the Roche Pit, and of course, they know what's... There's no surprises here. Net worth starting to move into the way of the Gyrocopter, though. He's been doing his job, keeping that farm going. Clockwork, watching this lane. He can keep the pressure on it. There's a ward in position here. No surprises coming through that area at all. Clockwork, though, might be looking to pick some fights. Got the hook shot ready to go. And see that Storm. Is Storm going to spot it out and get caught? The real question of the day there. Sentry goes down. Disruptor spots it out. Clears out that ward. Clockwork just kind of staying at the edge of it. Wants to help suck up some of that experience. And they know Storm's over there. Trying to think if they want to pick that fight or not. Looks like they may be trying to go take this Roche Pit now. Have everybody in position. Wards go down. And they're not playing. They're going straight in. Doing everything they can to start shutting down this Roche as fast as possible. And they're not playing. Wow, that Roche is disappearing. Clockwork hoping somebody would come try to fight it. No defense is coming. Disruptor spots Just in time to go up. Yep, not walking down there.
Do it with flair.
Flare goes off, giving full vision all the way across. And oh, it's great. So, this is what happens when you do too good of a job with ward trapping. He ward traps himself. Poor guy. I feel sorry for you. I do. Alright, so anyway, Waterboarding's over here doing his job, taking out some jungle creeps, working on that farm. Clockwork's not doing too bad. He's staying up there in upper 3 or upper 5 and keeping the pressure on. Dire has 2 out of the top 3. Storm is just barely staying ahead here. Trying to take out that tower, does get it picked off, not by him unfortunately, but at least takes it out. And wow, they are converging hard on him. They knew he wants to come after him. They're not playing around. They want to take him out. There goes the seal. There goes everything else. Storm just walking out of this one. Needs to get out of dodge, though. There he goes. Zips down into the river. Starts his TP up. Gets caught. And gets cleaned out. They aren't playing. They dropped it all down on him. There's a lot of hate in that one. The entire team converged on that move. Yeah, at least that's how you know you're doing it right.
Is destroyed.
Uh-oh. Disruption goes off, throws the glimpse down, not gonna let him put the chase on. Razor's like, I'm just gonna keep walking here, don't mind me, guys. Still walking. Does get picked off, or gets hit, but no majors.
Dire's top tower is
Death Prophet doing her job, finally has that Bloodstone, able to come in, put the pressure on. And she's just gonna TP away. Does not want to get picked on just yet. Storm. Oh, Storm, you were taking a lot of damage from those creeps. You be a little careful there, boss man. He looks like he's slowly working on getting his Ags also. But he could be going a different route. I don't see any reason why not to go Ags, but what do I know? Got a Monkey King bar on the Gyrocopter to go very nicely with everything else he's got. Ooh, Invis Rune. Everyone spots it, but Death Prophet's there guarding it. I don't think they want to pick that fight just yet. Storm back in the game, ready to come play. We've got a Reaver already picked up by the Razor. He's going to start pushing out and being nasty. I expect a hard on him. Oh, Disruptor scripts it up just to keep everyone else from having it. It's like, nope. Nope, not playing this game. Walk right in the middle of this fight. Razor's got what he needs. Going to go ahead and start stealing everything he can out of that. So much hate going down on this fight. Wow, that's so much hate. They do pick off Razor, though. Unable to pick this fight. Disruptor has to be careful. Might get picked out. Oh, just enough to trigger off the ult of the Abaddon. Now he has to fall back. Doesn't have any real reasons to pick a fight when he can't. And Death Prophet's going to do what she can to kind of keep the lane from getting too crushed here. Protect the tower a little. But definitely doesn't want to take this fight. They're in too many good positions there. Clockwork saving up a fair chunk of change. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go try to pick up a... Oh, there you go. Boots of Travel on the Gyrocopter. Because he needs to be everywhere. Wards are up on the Shadow Shaman. Tinker's coming in. A warp in. Pop the missiles. Start the march. Death Prophet trying to do her best to keep him off that tower, though.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Doing what she can. Not going to be able to get in there. Storm, though. Storm's up in the top here. Wants to find someone to pick a fight on. Zips in. Goes in. And starts cleaning up. Goes right after the Gyrocopter. Picks him off. Pops the eggs. And here he comes right back into the fight. They have to be careful on how they want to do this fight from here forward. Clock dumping in on it. Not where he wants to be. Wards go down, though. They're going to pick that fight. Razor wants to play. Uh-oh. There he goes. Razor found him a target. Is he going to go for it, though? Doesn't have anything ready. Having to kind of stay back. Those wards were doing their job of kind of separating out that team fight. They couldn't get in a position to do what they wanted to. Respawn on the Roshan, 3.5. not really a big concern here for the Radiants right now. But they do need to get over here and protect this top tower. They are losing a lot of towers. Oh, Tinker's already got the E-Blade. We're going to see some absolutely dead supports. Constantly. It's dead supports. It is what it is, guys. Not much you can do about it. Scythe of Vice already picked up on the Storm, though, as he goes in, looks for his next pickoff, and just takes out the Storm. Or the Shadow Shaman in one shot. I don't even think he had to shoot. I think he was just fly over. Died. Good war position here. Yet again, this Abaddon is doing such a great job with his support. Got the wards in all the right spots. Storm's flipping in, getting his pickoffs. Sees the gyrocopter. Storm is getting in position, thinking about how he wants to do this fight. Ah, had a smoked up Abaddon trying to find a home. They're going to go ahead and clean out the Dire jungle, though. Not going to put up with it. But Dire has a good ward also, and they are able to see what's going on. Death Prophet still trying to work on her farm. She's getting there. Just not very fast, unfortunately. They have to kind of back off from pushing that top tower. Abaddon's going to go in here, try to clean out the mid lane while everybody kind of falls back. They know there's wards. And they are doing what they can to clear them out. One of those, yep, too many pickoffs. Somebody has a ward. Razor goes, oh, look, I found somebody. Zap, zap, zap. Cleaned off.
Qualified failure.
Sorted you out. Sorted.
Good spot there by the Razor. Gets in the position, gets the clean kill, and gets away as fast as possible. Haste Rain on the bottom. Looks like we got a rotation from the Clockwork to pick it up. And now he's going to go see if he can catch this Death Prophet before she can get away. Nope, he's just going to go rotate to the camps. Make sure she's not in there. Then move on. Ward goes down. Now they have vision of that entire jungle area and the Roche Pit. They're rotating around, though. They want to pick a fight. Storm, though. Storm seems to have this like sixth sense of where to find people. Goes in, clears out a guy, disappears. I think he's got Tinker tracking on or something. I mean, because he has found Tinker so many times. Uh-oh. Not the place you want to be, Gyrocopter. They are going for you. You are in a bad spot. They're not going to worry about you. They're just going to walk away. Let you get away. No big loss to them because you chased them they chased you out of their jungle. They didn't have anything really to pick that fight. Not a lot of stuns on their side, actually. So they have to be very careful about how they do their fights.
Invisibility.
Actually, thinking about it, I don't think they have a single stun. Nope, not a single stun. Wow. That's nice to know. TP, you can escape. Oh well. You've got to be able to survive the DP, the damage, though, and that's what's real big for him. Uh-oh. Clock has invis. Oh. And yeah, Storm's not the best one to do that on. He just kind of goes, oh, hey, you were trying to hit me. Cool. And nice cleanup here as they do a great team fight there for the Radiants as they get 3 for none. No loss on any of their heroes. And now they're going to go ahead and try to push that and take it into a tower. Gyrocopter and Shadow Shaman both out of position, not going to be able to defend that tower. They're going to start rotating down, try to get in position. Sentry up here spots this ward. They know it's up there. They're trying to make this a twofer, though. Razor's ult wears off, just as Death Prophet's still doing her job, though. Trying to keep the pressure on. Not going to be able to get that second tower, it doesn't look like. But they tried very hard. Death Prophet going to go ahead and take those souls back in. Get her heal going. Fully ghost back up and ready to roll. How'd that work out for her? Finally got enough farm. Oh, yes, there you go. Got what she needs on farm now. Rotating up to the top lane. Look like this is the next spot they want to take something. Dire, on the other hand, man, they've got some nice warding all the way around here. Not going to let anything through. Gyrocopter bad, doing his job, keeping his farm coming in. Already has his eagle song. Looks like he's working on that butterfly as hard as he possibly can. Uh-oh. Here we go. Looks like we got fights starting here. They want to play. Oh, Zip Zap, where are you at? Zip Zap, let me get this thing out so I can see this fight. Oh my god, let me see this fight. They are everywhere. Cracking all this global fighting. Oh! Cloud. Woo. Storm Spirit gets picked off very cleanly. Razor wanting to play tag. Not really in a good position to do it. If he's not careful, he's going to get picked out here. Gyrocopter. Oh, and double tap. That ult did its job. Razor was in position. Oh, watch out for that Tinker. Tinker wants to get that shot off. Gets the Dagon off. Drops the missiles. Does get the Razor. He's not going to make it safely. And Death Prophet's on the retreat. She's not going to be able to stick it around. She does not want to fight the Razor. He's already got his Z-Blade up. He doesn't run out of mana. He can put enough damage down on you. But she's in position to take the next fight. Pops that ult. Wants to step in. Notices that she might be in a bad spot, so she runs for it. Good choice, though. Dodged that hook shot very nicely. And now she's playing a little bit of a tag game with the Clockwork. Works out for her, though. She slips off safely, goes over here. Looks like she's going to go ahead and take some jungle farm on her way out. Uh-oh. Nice regen rune. Shadow Shaman's going to secure it. And looks like Tinker's doing what he can to try to get over to it. Death Prophet, not the position you want to be in, sweetheart. Oh. But she does have her Shivas now. So, not near... Oh! Disruptor gets zapped down. There she goes. She's trying to shut him down. He's still going to TP away. No loss to them. Roche is up. Looks like they're setting up in position to hide over here and kind of spot people out. Oh, great warding there. Lands just out of their range. They have to sentry it immediately. And once they sentry it immediately, obviously. Storm looking for a fight. This place is so warded up, though. Oh my goodness. You have sentry wards. You have... Let's get this out so we can see this fight. They are in very good position. 3 wards from the Dire, all in one nice little spot. Plus 2 over here covering the jungle and the high ground up here. Spotting everything that's going on. No surprises at all. Razor double tapping camps, trying to get as much farm as he can. Gotta catch up with everybody else. There's so much to get done and just so little to do. But that net worth chart is showing wonders. Look at the graphs here, the back and forth. But the experience is absolutely going in the favor of the Radiant. They're doing their job of getting those levels, making those spells hit harder. Too much group fight coming out over here on the Dire side. Storm's in position. Not really going to do anything, though. Wards go down as a defense. They don't want anybody interfering with this fight. They know there's a good probability, so they're just going to step back. Unfortunately, the wards are going to kind of trap them in there, so... Really sure if they're really that worried about it. Pipe is available, but it's more one of those, they're not going to take the fight. They're just going to let them take it and hope to get the pick off.
Insecurities in their own perspectives.
Razor, on the other hand, already has his heart up. Not too worried about it. Working on that Oblivion Staff, trying to get that refresher orb. Link Dagger and Force Staff on. Ooh, that's going to be nice. Pop in, kill thing. Oh my goodness. What else? Oh, well, he can get a Lincoln's. Yeah, that'd be the last item he can get. Give him a nice 6 slot. Alright, so Storm's on his way to his 6 slot. Be picking up his ultimate orb any second. And following that up with the rest of it. So, gonna hold off until he has his buyback. Make sure he's in position.
Dire's top tower is
And they're gonna go ahead and use this time to take another tower.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Tower got cleaned out, and not sure if they're gonna go for a twofer here. They've got the opportunity. There's Tinker's defending, but between the Razor and Death Prophet, they can put the pressure on, especially when you have almost everybody in the bottom lane. Not sure if they're going to have to go back and defend, though, because with all that hate coming towards that bottom lane, Death Prophet's going to flip back. She has Shiva's guard up, ready to keep pushing them back if needed.
Tower is being attacked.
Clockwork's in position, though, has Thunderdome up and ready to go.
Do it with
And now that they've made them retreat, it's going to go ahead and retreat with them.
I'm over here.
Storm having to play the escape game.
Where's the party?
I think he used TP so many times there. Finally gets it off. They really wanted him. Oh, but Abaddon. Not the place you want to be, big buddy. Gets out of there before the rocket goes off. Rocket's going to chase him all the way home. Not sure how well that's going to work out for him, but man, the distance on that might just one-shot him. I'm kind of curious now. Pretty long shot, too. That was great. He waited it out, too. Knew it was coming. Storm getting caught out here. BKB is down, but not too worried about it. Just zip-zaps out of there. Steps backing away. Razor's in position. And Abaddon is ready to play. DP TP's in. We're going to make sure that if they want to fight in the mid lane, it's going to be a nasty fight. Clockworks used his first hook shot off. Ready to go for a second. And they're trying to put a zap in on the Razor. Razor's not extremely worried about it. Got to reclaim in just a few minutes here, though.
Dire's bottom tower under fire.
Dire's got to be careful, though. Might be losing the tower while they're over here playing in mid lane. And now it is a 4v5 in the mid lane. Dire still has capability of getting wherever they need to, but Storm's also playing over here in the top, so it's 4v4 really.
incoming.
Storm's just looking for places to find farm. Everywhere he can, he will get it. They do spot him out, know he's there, but what are they going to do? Catch him? Storm's got everything he needs, including the boots travel. Oh, and instead he went a Bloodstone. Ooh. Nice choice. Alright, they're trying to take him out. Nice fights all the way around. Storm in position. Wants to play. Cleanup is going down, though. In position. 2. Going for a third. Might. He can find that Clockwork. He might go after pick him out. Clockwork goes down. So does the shots. Looks like Gyrocopter not where you want to be, big buddy. And they pick him off very nicely. Very good, clean fight. Only one they lost was the Death Prophet. And I mean, underneath that torrential shots coming out of that Gyrocopter, if you don't lose at least one fighting Gyrocopter twice, then something's wrong. Because Gyrocopter can dish out that damage. Storm, on the other hand, going to go ahead and use this time. Just go back, heal up, back in on the fight. Tinker in the mid lane, thinking what he can do to keep this from getting pushed out too hard. Death Prophet, ult is down, but she's going to go ahead and march right up into the lane anyway. Got 11 charges on that Bloodstone. That's going to allow her to be very aggressive. Storm, on the other hand, got 13 charges on his already, and looking to cause some real grief for him. Marching Machines going off, keeping them at bay for now, but Razor does have ult, so if he decides he wants to pick this fight, he could quite possibly take that tower.
Dire's bottom tower is being attacked.
Oh, Storm found him another toy. Coming in, trying to clean off, gets one, goes after another, not even slowing down, just going one after another. Cleanup is just going back and forth. And they take the tower to go with it. Oh, double Storm coming out of the Razor. Everything's getting shut down now. He doesn't care. He's taking every building he possibly can. They are not losing this opportunity.
Middle barracks has fallen.
Meanwhile, here comes Death Prophet up on the backside. Ult is off cooldown in 1.
Dire's top
As they
tower
move
is
up
being
for the
attacked.
next one. Here she comes, picking her ult off, and she wants to play.
Tower is destroyed.
Oh, Razor's got to be careful. Got the static link, though, on. Wants to shut down that Gyrocopter. Oh, they went after the Storm, and they finally do get to pick him out. But Bolt buys right back into the game. Not going to play it off. Coming in, no one really to go after, though. And, oh, poor Clockwork picked the wrong guy to pick that fight with. Death Prophet trying to get that fight started. Cannot get in. Oh! Here we go. Tinker's trying to kick trouble out. Oh, they finally do get off. Oh, my goodness. The damage coming out on that Razor has to be careful. They finally do get the lockdown on the Storm, who just comes back in, zips right out. But the damage going out there. Got to be careful there. Oh, gets E-bladed and zapped down. Razor stunned. Has to try to get away while he can. Not going to make it. Gets cleaned up very nicely. Good job by the Dire defending that. They did lose a little, but they didn't lose it all. And between both of those pushes with a refresher, Razor, and that nice, nasty Death Prophet, who still has 34 more seconds before she's back up again. But she's the only one that made it out of the fight, technically. So, in a good position, has to figure out how to do it. They're holding, they still have their towers up, so they've got a good chance, but it's going to be a full minute before they see Razor again. And that's their big heavy hitter, and Gyrocopter is just marching right down, well, will be marching right down that lane.
Boom, there it goes.
He had to heal. I understand. Death Prophet has her ult. Knows she can pick this fight if she needs to, but not the position she wants to be in. Does get out of there with the Force Staff, but they are not stopping till they get her. Wow, how is she still alive? Absolutely no idea how she is getting out of here. Storm, though, he wants to play. Does get pick off there. He is not letting anyone escape this fight. Gyrocopter trying to take people out on his way out. Shadow Shaman coming back in on the game. Knows he has to get back here to do some defense. Pops in, does good support work of drawing that fire. Just got to get him to not take out the towers. But on the meantime, here comes Death Prophet. She is not going to slow down. She's got 15 charges plus a heart. So at this point, she is able to farm. I didn't even realize she had that heart. She has been farming hard. Alright, so now we've got 3 on the Radiant over 20. They are going to be able to push very nastily. And if Dire's not careful, they are going to eat it here. So they've got to play it a little safe. Just kind of get their nice, relaxed push here. Do not get out of position, as Storm will take advantage of it every time.
The shade over here now. Close in.
Not the place they wanted to be. Tinker has to buy back in. That's something they definitely wanted to force. And they walk away. Tinker buys back in and they walk away. Nice. Looks like they're going to go ahead and try to push the outer lanes here. Keep pressure on them without having to really fight too hard. They don't want a team fight if they can avoid it. One bad team fight and Dire can push right in. So take their time. Push slow. Get your farm in. Always a good idea. Oh, we got a Divine Rapier on the Gyrocopter. Thought he was killing a lot of people before. And here he goes. He's going to back that up properly. The only way you should once you have the Divine Rapier. Ooh, not sure how we want to deal with this one. We have Divine Gaming. They're working on that Roche. Even with a Divine, though, he's having a hard time getting in there. Does pick it off. Gets rid of the lifesteal to go after that. They know it's up, but not really sure how they're going to deal with him. I mean, that's a lot of physical damage coming out of him there. Even Razor Static Link is not going to shut that down. Storm finds someone to pick off, though. Going to go ahead and pick off Waterboarding as fast as he can. Keep that pressure in on him. There he goes, trying to clean him up. Oh, gets that stun off. Storm is... Oh, Disruptor gets in there, lands that glimpse, pulls him back out of the fight. This may be the difference they need, but Razor gets picked off very cleanly in the top lane there. Not what they wanted. So Death Prophet doing what she can to come here and push this lane. Ult is up. So she can really step in here and put some pressure on these towers. Problem is, Gyrocopter wants her to make that
Dire's
mistake.
bottom tower is being attacked.
They really want her to step in on this one.
Illusion?
We've got Storm is playing fun little games here of passbacks. Oh, he done found him a gem. Nice. A little bit of a game here. They know Tinker's over there. Not too worried about playing catch with him. Not much they can do about it. I mean, obviously Storm could have zipped over there, tried to grab him and pull him in, but they want to keep pressure on him. And right now it's more just that watch them and farm. Because they can take all the farm they want, and they'll just keep taking these ancient camps as much as possible. But here comes the smoke for onto the Dire side, and I expect them to kind of put the pressure on now.
And it's up.
Now would be the time to come after and take a surprise kill. I mean, once you get to this point in the game, guys, it is absolutely anybody's game, regardless of how well farmed the other team is. Because all it takes is one absolutely crushing defeat, and you just lost that fight. They go. Oh, they're gonna fall back into the here before. Now, have the smoke. You know you want to. I just don't think they know where they want to pick their fight at. One of those. Are they coming up this lane? Nope, they're coming up this. Meanwhile, it is good to notice that even though Razor did die, he died after taking out both top racks. So they've got two sets of racks down on the Dire side. It's a very hard game for them. Yes, you can come back from that. No, you don't auto lose from it. But it's absolutely one of those situations where it's not very easy to walk away from. Dagon level 2 here. They are in position. Uh-oh. Tinker almost got in a bad fight there. Popped out right in front of the Storm. I think Storm fell asleep on that one. Good opportunity to clean up.
Players here.
But may have thought it was a bait. Obviously play it safe. Take the risks when you don't have to. Oh, looks like we got a fight starting though. Nope, they're going straight in after the tower. They're going to make this objective based. If you want to play this game with them, they will take this game with you. Storm zipping in, trying to clean up. Getting every stack he can. Uh-oh. Razor, wow, taking that damage like a champ. But wow, that Divine is doing so much damage. Storm, be careful. You may get shut down. Oh, trying to get in there. Might take out. Oh, they've got the Gyrocopter down. But they can't take the fight to him. They cannot take that fight to... Oh, wait a minute. Razor's back, and Razor's ready to play. Egon's all the way up. Razor's in a good position here. Only person not coming back into this fight from them is the Abaddon. Razor could easily take this fight, but gonna stay back safely. No reason to push if you don't have to. Make them have to fight. Wait for your creep wave. Push when you creep wave. And now your ult's up. You can take that Rax like it's not even there. They've only got Shadow Shaman and Gyrocopter, and Gyrocopter has no protection. If he gets taken down now... Uh-oh. There they go. They find a Divine Rapier. Is Razor going to pick himself up a Divine Rapier? Nope. Instead, Death Prophet picks herself up one. Because, you know, she just needs to do more damage to buildings.
Dire's middle tower is now but a memory.
And that's GG, guys. Wow. That's an absolutely pushing game. Nothing but damage coming all the way through. Good things to watch. Make sure you pay attention. There was a lot of money lost both directions. 30,000 difference by the end of the game. All the items were in possession. But it is good to notice that a lot of it went towards just laying it out the way you need to. Gold per minute. Hey, look, guys. Baden did 345.
We've come to the
I'm
end,
talking
but
about.
as they say in Dota, the end
So,
is never the
that's
end,
it.
is never
Catch
the
y'all on
end.
the next